What's up, everyone? And you see the title of the video. Oh my gosh. So, I finally went ahead and got Mirio. I got Lemillion. Power! The power to save a million. After they went ahead and nerfed Bro into the ground. Okay. What is my luck? Like, this character terrorized me for like the last when did he come out? I forgot what season he came out, but for the last easy like 2-3 seasons, Bro terrorized me. He's made life incredibly difficult. Not incredibly difficult, but he's made things difficult for no reason. And I'm like, dang, it'd be nice if I could get the character too and, play as him because he's really powerful because, he can combo his alpha into his beta and, he got great combos, great damage, great survivability. And, it's like he lives up to what, he should be in the anime. And I'm like, great, it's going to be fun when I can finally get him and play him. I finally get him and I can't do half the stuff I just said in that sentence. So, everybody should already know he probably got the worst nerf just like in any season or in a short time span. Dude really sat up here. He lost his combo potential, or most of his combo potential. They reduced his HP down to 225, so now he officially has the lowest HP in the entire game. They reduced the damage of his fully charged alpha dash attacks. And they increased the range of his gamma, which is a buff and nerf depending on how you use it. It's a buff if you use it offensively, it's a nerf if you're trying to use it defensively. So it's like, wow. And I was watching a couple YouTube videos about people's different opinions about Mirio and his nerfs and everything. And one of the people I was watching, he was saying that it is console's fault for why he got nerfed, which I think to a certain degree, I think that is true, because I've definitely had my fair share of complaining about Mirio, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, despite all my complaining about Mirio in past videos, I've never wanted them to nerf him this badly. At most, I would have just asked for a damage nerf. I feel that's all I would have asked for, to be honest, just a damage nerf. Or maybe tweak his cooldown a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that they messed with his special action cooldown. They increased how long it takes for them to come back. So yeah, but if it was up to me, I would have just simply nerfed his damage by like 10 or 20 points, and then changed the reload speed of like his special action maybe or something, and that's really about it. But these guys sat up here and said, huh, what's that? Everybody's complaining about how they don't like Mirio's survivability. Let's go ahead and just crank him down to a freaking 0. And that's what they did. Or at least it feels like that they tried to do that. So, yeah, I'm just like, wow, great. It's just my luck. I pulled the character after they pretty much neutered him from what he was last season. He's just... Mirio can still cook. Mirio's still good. But, man, it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same fighting a Mirio. It's not. And I can't even say playing Mirio. I never had the chance to play this character before they sat up here and nerfed him. So I can't tell you how he felt before the nerf, because I never played the character before the nerf. I didn't have him free nerf. So that's just. I'm a little salty about that. Like, if you're somebody who spent your money to get this character, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel bad for you. I genuinely feel bad for you. There's a good chance you spent like, anywhere between $5 to $200 on summoning for this character, and now he's not useless, but he is much more difficult to use. Also, I feel like I'm gonna just put this in. If you're still here watching the video and everything, don't expect any super great Mirio gameplay here. I do okay at best, okay? Because this is like these are my first couple of games with this character. So just a heads up. But hopefully, if you're here watching this, you're actually here to just hear me talk, and we can chat, and you can tell me your thoughts about everything. So speaking of, what are your thoughts on Mirio and his nerfs? Personally, I'm not a fan of it. They did too much. I've already said it. I'm gonna say it again. A damage nerf, I think, was all that, was really necessary for this character. Besides that, he's a character I feel like he didn't really... How would you change the character without making him just, booty? Well, he sucks. And also, slightly off topic or on topic. That was an awesome save on my end. The way I saved Shigaraki right there, that was so awesome. But anyways, but like the only thing I would have tweaked about Mirio here to go ahead and make him, I guess, balanced, quotations on balanced, I would have just ticked down his damage like 10 or 20 points on, like, you know, his on his skills. Like I would say like maybe his beta 10 points, his alpha 10 points, so that's like, yeah, 20 points in total, and then just, you know, maybe tweak his special action cooldown, and that's it. I wouldn't have done anything else after that, but they just took it upon themselves to just mess up everything about this character. So crazy. Like, so yeah, so just tell me what y'all personally think. Was all these nerfs necessary for this character? Was it too much? I'm gonna stick on the end of the stick saying that it was too much. These nerfs were too much. A simple damage nerf would have been good enough, in my honest opinion. Because like, I feel like it's canon to the freaking anime/manga that Mirio knows how to throw them hands. He's hitting you with them combo pieces that you wouldn't think was possible. That's kind of his whole thing. And I also feel like that's one of the things that made him fun as a character. Like, I was so excited. I was like, oh hey, I could finally go and do beta into alpha and just, you know, get like the entire like 200 plus damage. Nope, not anymore. The most I can probably get off is like, you know, one alpha after his beta, which, yeah, like that right there. oh yeah, Coda's right there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I just personally think that they did too much to this character, and it's sad to see. Like, why? just why? And then it's just, I'm mad about it because like, it's just my luck that I get him after the nerf. Oh man. So I guess that brings me into the next thing I want to talk about. How do y'all feel about the season so far? Personally, if I had to put it on a scale of like 1 to 10, this season's like I said, like a 5 or a 6 for me. I'm gonna be real with you, because it's like there were a good amount of like unnecessary changes for this season, and some changes were so minimal that they didn't matter. Like Strike Dobby, for an example. So it's like, so right now it's like, with the way the season's going, it's a 5 or a 6 for me, because there was very minimal changes to the characters that we would have. There was no changes to the characters that we would like to see have been changed. And right now, with the way this game is going, this season and, you know, this whole entire season or the anniversary, it is a rapid season. It is just rapid central. You look up and you see full entire 2-3 teams full of rapids, not even counting the fact that other teams will have rapids on them as well. Like, one game I hopped into, literally there was 11 rapids in the entire lobby. That's pretty much half of the freaking players. Like, that's crazy. Almost 4 teams worth of rapids just in one lobby, mind you, in one game, mind you. So it's like, for me, I'm not mad at it being like, you know, a rapid meta, if you want to call it that. I'm not mad at that. My only real gripe with the game, and I feel like I've expressed this before, in case you don't know my personal opinion on it, is I'm okay with them, you know, making their newer characters super overpowered and super OP to a reasonable degree. Hawks is not that reasonable degree right now with his beta. His beta is doing that beta of his is overtuned, but not the point. I think it's okay for them to go ahead and make their newer characters super powerful, OP to a reasonable degree, and, you know, because they're supposed to be making us interested in the character. They're supposed to make us want to buy said character. You know, we are the customers in this case. We got to think about it. But the part that I don't agree with is them making adjustment changes to previous characters that were released or in the base game to make the newer characters look that much better. That's the part I don't agree with. Because, for an example, and this is just my own little theory, let's use Red Bakugo for an example. Now, we know his alpha went ahead and just, you know, lost 20, 30, maybe even 40, you know, ticks of damage off of it. Now, imagine pre-nerf Bakugo versus all these rapids right now. He would be melting them. If you could aim your shots, like imagine a pre-nerf Red Bakugo versus current day Hawks. I feel like he'll shoot him out of the air and just melt him, especially if you know how to aim your AP shots and get all your shots in. Yeah, I feel like bro could actually melt freaking Hawks. So I feel like a part of his nerf definitely came for the fact that they wanted to make sure Hawks didn't get deleted by certain characters. In this case, I'm using Bakugo as an example. But yeah, so just tell me your thoughts on the season so far. As I'm recording this, it's only been about a week, I believe, since the season even been active. But I don't know. I just want to hear what y'all thoughts are, because I don't know. Like I said, it's like a 5 or a 6 for me, honestly, if I have to be honest. And then we're getting more rapids. We're getting Toga's skill set, which is a rapid skill set. So it's like, oh great, another rapid to the meta, which she'll do just fine. She'll probably be super broken. I just seen her some of her skills. My brother sent me a TikTok of her skills. I was like, oh my gosh, what did they do? What did they do? I'm looking at her. She might be more annoying than base Toga. And for me, that's terrible. Base Toga annoys me so badly. Mainly because of her, like, at first it was her gamma spam, and then, it was her beta spam before, but they changed that, of course. But, yeah, so just, oh man. It's just like, oh, that's just not gonna be fun. If you're not a rapid, or I guess a slightly newer character, more recent character, best of luck to you. Best of luck. I'm gonna go ahead and talk more in the next game, because this game is wrapped up now. So just I'm gonna let the next match come on through, and then I'll just keep on talking and expressing my points. So yeah, so as I was previously saying, I'm not mad at them for for metas changing and all that type of stuff. I'm not mad at that, but I feel like the game should also do should also make the right moves to go ahead and make sure that characters who were either base game or have been in the game for a long period of time still have some form of valuability in the game. Like, let's see, like pretty much all grounded characters by this point, to be real with you probably aren't using any grounded characters, realistically speaking. So that would go for like Strike Shoto, let me think, Strike Shigaraki, Tech Dabi, Kendo, Kurashima, Yaoyorozu. These characters I'm listing, you probably aren't really using or seeing that often, because every character right now, they're in the air almost 24/7. It's very rare that they ever touch the ground. And so it's like, and I was talking to somebody in my comments the other day where they was talking about how characters are meant to be strong in specific situations, and I would agree with their statement if they weren't taking moves to go, or if they weren't making moves to make other characters weaker as the seasons go on. In the comments I listed Yellow Deku, Red Bakugo, All for One, and Mirio, but that also goes for several other characters. You got Yaoyorozu to that list. You can add Mount Lady and All Might to that list. What other characters could you add to that list? I'm trying to think real quick. But like, there's been so many nerfs or unnecessary nerfs to characters that it's like, what situation are they supposed to be strong in by this point? Because like, even in their best situation, shoot, they're only doing okay at most. We're at the point where rapids are out damaging strike characters. Like, think about that for a second. That's kind of crazy. Rapid Bakugo can out damage Strike Bakugo. Why is that a thing? I thought skill kits were meant to be an alternative, a different option to play the character, not just, oh hey, this version of the character is just that much better, So, just crazy. Also, here's another little theory that I've thought about when it came to Mirio and why he got nerfed so badly. I believe we are getting 2 characters this season. If that is true, Twice did just, became free for us to get with the character ticket. So that means that Mirio would have been the next character. So theoretically, what if they sat up here and just decided, let's nerf Mirio ahead of time before he becomes a free character, because I'm pretty sure he's next. And then by the time they release that newer character, they're like, oh hey, okay, Mirio's already set, he's ready to go to the public because now we can't make any more money off of him. Bada bang, bada boom. And that's why he's nerfed so badly. I don't think it was only console players complaining so much about this character's survivability and, and how annoying he is to deal with. I also think that him becoming a free character in the very, very near future has something to do with it. Which also means that the game is their greed is showing if that's the case, because I feel like that's what it is. I feel like their greed is now showing. Also, something else I want to talk about with you guys. Would y'all consider this a gacha game? Because like I was reading comments about people talking about this game and everything, and how they're pretty much making it where they're barely touching the skill sets, and they're pretty much making it where, you know, if you want to do well in this game, you have to summon for the newer characters or the newer skill sets. With that in mind, they're saying that people have been saying that they're using these nerfs as a way to power creep older characters. If that is the case and everything, would y'all, that's why I want to ask you guys to get y'all's opinion. Would you consider this game a gacha game? Because personally, I didn't think of it originally as a gacha game. When I think of a gacha game, I think of like something like, you know, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, if there's any Dokkan Battle players out there, or Dragon Ball Legends. I think of those as like gacha games. Because those games, at least in my opinion, the way that they do it, they give you a super powerful character and like, oh yeah, this character is super fun to play with, super powerful, super OP, but they don't make any changes to those characters. They just bring out other characters that are, you know, that eventually just outshine that said character, and just, you know, that's how the power creep would work. I don't like this entire idea that they're doing in this game, where their idea of power creeping a character is just nerfing them. And sometimes nerfing them very harshly. In my opinion, that is just terrible design. I'm sorry. Why are you, especially considering the fact this isn't a card collecting game, okay? This is a battle royale game that you play on console and everything. So it's just, I think that's bad design. I'm sorry. Why are you actively making them the moves to make each of these characters, each of the older characters, worse, to make your newer characters that much better, or that much more appealing? I just think personally that's bad design. I'm sorry. Like that sucks. It sucks that y'all are pretty much forcing me to say, hey, you can no longer play that character, and we're going to make sure you can't play that character by making them suck so badly in this specific situation or in various situations. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, I don't always want to sit up here and look up and play, oh yeah, I guess I gotta play Strike, Dabi, Strike, Deku, and y'all know the list. I gotta play the most OP characters if I want to win a game or whatever. Sometimes I just want to hop on here and play some of my favorite characters, like Red Shigaraki, or maybe Purple Dabi, or let me think, or freaking, you know, Red Bakugo. I want to play my favorite versions of these characters, but now I don't really have that luxury anymore. That Twice was being a butthole for no reason. He had no reason to do that. But anyways, so yeah, so it's just, it sucks. I'm not saying, you know, oh yeah, buff older characters to make them super broken, because again, they're trying to sell to us these newer characters. But to sit up here and actively and purposely make these, you know, older characters slash base game characters weaker to make us go for the newer characters, I'm sorry, that's just, I don't like that. That's bad in my opinion. To be honest with you, it kind of turns me away from wanting to play, honestly. I'm still playing the game now because, like, you know, I still find joy in the game, but knowing that they're purposely doing that and that's the direction that they're going in, it's kind of turning me away from the game. I can't lie to you guys, because it just makes it not all that fun to play. You know, you look up and then you see the same 6-7 characters on everybody's team. Like, I'm sorry, I don't find that fun personally. So, and you can probably say, oh, just go play unranked or something like that. And okay, sure, whatever. But like, I can almost assure you that it's not going to be that much different in unranked compared to ranked. All right, just because, you know, one is for points and rewards, the other one isn't, doesn't mean that, you know, it's going to just be that much different. You know, like, sure, it could, but you know, there it can be competitive games in unranked too. So, just saying. I just been pretty much ranting. I haven't been focusing on these matches that's been going on. I'm just letting them play in the background. But yeah, I'm just, you know, not a fan of it. I'm hoping that with this little survey that they gave us, you know, recently for this season, I hope that they listen. I hope that everybody has put in their own 2 cents on, you know, things that you know, the game developers can improve on in this game or should take note of. Because if we actually do have a say and they'll listen to us, we should definitely speak up if possible. I definitely have. I don't agree. I don't like the idea of, oh hey, let's go ahead and mess up our previous characters and make our newer characters that much better. Because then it messes up whatever balance they wanted to make, assuming that they even wanted balance in the first place. Like, what happened to the game being where, oh yeah, everybody's broken in a specific setting? What happened to that? Like, it was like that in the beginning, at least I think it was like that in the beginning, where everybody was broken in a specific scenario, which I think is actually very accurate to the anime, in my opinion. That's probably the whole reason why we have teams on this game in the first place, because every character excels in a different category compared to another character. At least that's what it was like in the beginning. Right now, Hawks can quite literally 1v3 a team and save his allies with little to no issues. And then last season, when Overhaul was glitched, he could 1v3 with no issues and save his allies. Like, come on. I thought they're supposed to be, characters thrive and excel in specific situations. Not all situations, not being, super versatile and everything. I thought, that was the whole point, but hey, whatever. I don't know. So, by this point, I'm pretty much just yapping. We're in the final end circle, I see. Y'all can see it right there. I haven't done my fair share of fighting. I got 2k damage and everything. Only 2 KOs though. 3 if you count the assist. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Lucky. So lucky. But so yeah, so I don't know. I just think it'll be nice if they would just, give small buffs to older characters so they can still be at least valuable in this current meta. They don't have to be just, the best in the meta. Again, that's meant for the newer characters. I understand that, but just actively making your older characters weaker, just it leaves a poor taste in my mouth, to be personally honest. So I think that was everything. So just to go ahead and kind of wrap up all my points before I just go back to focusing on how this game went. Tell me your thoughts on Mirio's nerfs. Was it necessary or was it unnecessary? So please tell me your thoughts in the comments. How do y'all currently feel about this season and the direction that it is going? Because, we are just in the beginning of the season. We still got plenty more weeks to go. And, 2 more releases to look forward to as well. So I would love to hear your thoughts about the season and how it's going. And, yeah, and tell me your thoughts on the current state of the game. How you feel about it? Are you having fun? Are you not enjoying the game? Is it because of these changes? Have you stopped playing the game recently, or have you decided to drop the game altogether? Like, tell me your thoughts. I would love to talk to you guys in the comments. Yeah, that's really about it. I'm still mad that I got this character after he's out of his prime. He's no longer in his prime, so that kind of sucks. So now let's focus up on this game a little bit. So took out that Hawks right there. He had no HP, some shield. Now they were able to go ahead and just one-shot it. Great, like that. I wanted to grab my Shigaraki's chip right there, but with Mirio now having 225 HP, you feel it. If I'm correct, Mirio can now be one-shotted by a level 9 Gamma from Ibarra. So that's great. You pretty much have to play perfectly with this character now. One mess up and that could be your life right then and there. So that's crazy. Yep, catching Dobby right there, which I feel like was kind of risky because he could have just kicked me right there, but he was focused on healing, so I was like, perfect, let me go ahead and knock him down. So Mirio just feels like a really good counter to Dobby if you can just catch him in his openings. Like, it doesn't matter which version, you can catch him on both Gammas. Let's see, watch out for, I guess, both betas. Yeah, it's funny. You could actually use the same playstyle on both of them, I guess. That's kind of funny. But yeah, by this point, I'm getting focused down by the last 2 remaining teams. I forgot what the teams were, to be honest. I think Suyu is by herself. I think Froppy by herself. I don't know. All I know is I'm trying to make the dream work. I'm trying to make this work by any chance. My team is giving me likes. I think they was trying to help me get my Plus Ultra back, which, hey, shout out to you guys. Thank you, because this was kind of tough. So, despite Mirio's nerfs, I still want to play this character and I still want to learn this character because he can still perform. He can still do really well in this meta, especially with this meta being a rapid meta. He can still do really well in this meta. He just won't be the star like he was previously. That goes to Hawks now. And then I guess if we're not counting newer characters, the other rapids who are insanely I won't say insanely broken, but who are very strong right now would be Rapid Bakugo and Ochako. Oh my gosh, I can't stand fighting Ochako because, man, her combos just hurt. They hurt, and then depending on where she catches you, you're stun locked. She can stun lock you. And it just sucks because you can't do anything to fight back against it. I hate being stun locked by at least a singular character. I understand if, like, you know, I'm getting beat down by the entire team. Okay, that's a fair reason why I'm getting stun locked. But if the fact that I can get stun locked by one character, like Yellow Shigaraki, for example, is so annoying. It's like, give me a chance to fight back, or give me a way to fight back. That's not fair. So by this point, is that the same box that was up there? Who was that? Who just fell right there? They fell so quickly. But Twice right there is trying to get me. I should have popped out right there with my beta, but I still was able to get the clone, so I'll take it. I was going to try and hit Twice right there. Another thing I'm trying to learn with Mirio is what walls I can and can't go through. Because, you know, again, this is my first couple games playing this character, so I don't know what walls I can and can't go through. I'm kind of just finding it out on the fly. So by this point, I'm trying to focus on survival. Twice coming right there with his freaking Gamma. Which, another thing about this is, I've taken out that Twice like 2 or 3 times already, and yeah, his freaking Froppy just kept freaking saving. His Froppy just kept saving him. It's like, bro. So I got them both right there. I just don't remember what happened. Wait, so they weren't on the team? So how did Twice get back up then? Cause I know I took out Twice like 2-3 times. I know I did. So how did he get back up? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, so I was right before. So you was by herself, and it's just me and this team left of Twice, Hawks, and Strike Dobby. And well, I mean, I feel like if I didn't mess up right here, I could have won. I could have won this for my team, but I messed up by letting Strike Dobby grab me. I wasn't paying attention. He grabbed me, and that cost me most of my HP. And then Storm did a nice chunk of damage due to the lack of HP I now have, and then I got smacked out of my beta right here, surprisingly. Yeah, they said they fixed his freaking beta/special action where you take damage, you'll stay permeated. Wrong! I'm getting hit while I'm permeated, and it's not cool. But that's how the game goes. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, tell me y'all's thoughts about everything I talked about in this video. You know, am I onto something? Am I completely wrong? Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Tell me your thoughts down below about everything I talked about in this video. I don't got much else to say. I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap up the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next one. So, see ya.